G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD.
This is part 2 of 4 of a public Build 178 game that I played on Summit. It is a massive game. If you haven't seen part 1, go and check it out. This is probably the best game I've ever played of Natural Selection 2 from a Marine first-person perspective, and I'm extremely excited to be bringing you the second part now, and part 3 and 4 to follow. Pushing now into ventilation with a big group of Marines. We're trying to re-secure this. We just lost our extractor in here, I believe. And there is a fade coming in here and a skulk. Ooh, just managing to beat him off there. Volcano taking him down. And the fade has come in, and perfect fade play there. Killing one and backing straight out. Great harassment there. I think I'm going to stick over in this corner and cover my mates while they repair that power node. Trying to repair it up so that the lights don't go out, because when the lights go out and you've got a fade running around, you have no chance of spotting that thing. It's hard enough to track a fade in the light, let alone in the dark, but that Mac has repaired that up and we have a new extractor going down. I'm just sitting in the corner here trying to position myself effectively so that when a fade comes around just like that, I can lay down fire immediately and try and convince him to back out. Elodia the fade doing huge amounts of damage there, but he does go down to Volcano's shotgun. Excellent play from Volcano, getting a few kills in there. White Wolf, the man who gave me the soundtrack to the Build 178 teaser trailer, trying to get a parasite into me there. Just failed, unlucky, but no doubt we'll see more of him. Getting one kill there, and the fade comes in. Look at that, the fade comes in, kills one, backs out, comes back in, kills me. The whole Marine squad there just went down. Really, we needed to back out of that corridor. It was poor tactical positioning. Another Marine down. Our armory there is going down. Excellent play from our commander, giving us an armory there. A forward armory is just a great way to keep a squad alive like that in a room like ventilation, but we just extended too far, and you've seen that in part 1 as well. I've been part of squads that have just extended themselves a little bit too far, and in doing so have lost the ability to defend a room, and that was just another example of that. Another skull coming in here, going down. Got a few med packs from the commander, and I can hear a fade. There we go. All I saw was a dead body. That is pure fade play right there. Coming around the corner, seeing the fade blink disappearing, and all there is remaining is a dead body. That Marine moving in crouch, trying to be very cautious. Simon Kamikaze, the Natural Selection 2 sound guru, the sound editor for Natural Selection 2, going down to my shotgun there. That's a rarity, killing an NS2 developer. And I'm sitting repairing this ventilation power node while there is a Marine there. You can see him crouching, covering me effectively. Kasabian covering me there. That's excellent play from him, but there's nothing that crouching can do against a fade. Fade coming in there, and you can see me frantically looking around, trying to find out where he blinked to, and way too aggressive here, but pushing through, realizing I'm not going to come back, but I have found out why the aliens are pushing this so effectively. They must have a hive in surface access, and they've got a crag sitting there, a really well-placed crag. I really like that. It's just sitting there, healing up the players. Another Marine going down to Ender, the server admin for this server. It's called Australia Pure NS2, and it is an exceptionally powerful server, and it gives a great gaming experience even in these build stages where there is a bit of server lag usually due to Lua script. And now the lights are out, so I switched the flashlight on, and look at that. That's Skulk coming through its own spores out of the darkness, killing Elodia. Now there's a Gorge coming in. Durs the Gorge coming in, trying to heal spray me. I'm going to put a whole heap of rounds in there. He goes down, but not to me, and Ender leaps over the railing, bites my head off, and I am dead. Phaser getting a kill there. I'm sorry if I read your names wrong, because the names are a bit pixelated, because this is a small preview screen I'm viewing this on. While of course it is 1080p, 29.97 frames per second play, so if you haven't hit the little button in the bottom of the YouTube player to make this high definition, I suggest you do, because it is a great viewing experience. I make all my videos HD for that reason, trying to discourage that fade by putting some rounds into him from distance, but I don't think that's going to happen. Switching to the pistol, should have done that earlier, and there we go, getting quite a few hits in there, trying to discourage. Oh, and look at that, Enforcer coming over the Ender coming over the railing again to try and kill us. Skulks just have that ability now. They can leap at you, kill you just almost instantly, because they have so They're just so effective now. In earlier builds, they had a bit of problem with bite detection. That is definitely no longer happening, and they are the dangerous foe that you might remember from Natural Selection 1, and if you haven't played that, well, you're sure going to start remembering them now. Whole bunch of Marines, all with their pistols out. I find that at this part of ventilation, it's very common for Marines to do that because it gives a good sight line with a lot of cover over into ventilation. The fade, though, coming up behind Elodia, coming in from behind and just ignoring that line of Marines, getting an axe kill down on Ender. That's definitely a rarity. 5 hit points left, desperately trying to heal up at this armory while covering the entrance with my handgun. And now I'm going to go back around the corner into the Maelstrom again. This is just a huge fight for ventilation, and you can tell that the aliens are locking us down. They have map control, and really right now we are just fighting desperately as a team to try and break out of Marine Start and hit ventilation. I'd love to be able to show you another viewpoint and show you what's going on the other side of the map, but I can't because this is recorded from first person perspective, and I just realized we don't have a commander, which is not good at all. 7v8 at the moment, so a good sized match. Halfway to what we'll hopefully see when Natural Selection 2 is finished. Oh, we do have a commander now. Someone has gotten in. I haven't been playing much Commander lately because I am very rusty. I got in and tried to command a game 2 days ago, and I couldn't work out even how to build Max. I know they come from the robotics facility, the robotics factory now, and that was just extremely annoying. I didn't know what I was doing. I was looking for the command facility up there, upgrade, and of course that doesn't exist anymore. Look at the fade smoke. I love it. The blink effect just leaves a trail of terror as the fade retreats, probably back to that crag to heal, and that is just excellent. I think both commanders in this game are playing extremely well. The Marine commander is doing as best as he can with the limitations of the slight imbalances that are present in build 178. It is, I think right now, the statistics say that Marines are only winning 17% of games, so there's clearly an imbalance. Of course that will be addressed, and it doesn't mean the game isn't fun. Check out the flashlight effects in the darkness there. Oh, that is just exceptional. I love seeing other people's flashlights. That's the benefit of a fully dynamically lit engine like Spark. It is completely dynamically lit. There is no static lighting at all, and all the lighting is universal. The lighting I see is what everyone else sees. Panicked combat now. And what that means is when someone else turns their flashlight on, you see the full effect, and that creates some crazy flickering light effects in these dark rooms. There's the crag. It's a mature crag. That is just excellent play from the alien commander. He's gradually infesting towards us. You can see the gameplay effects of having that dynamic infestation. He's got a crag well positioned to heal up. Probably wouldn't have put it in the middle of the corridor like that, but it is just so well positioned. He knows we're not going to be able to get out there and kill it. 3 Marines trying to heal that up. Fade appears in the middle of it. I would love to see that Fade's perspective, and I can't wait till Natural Selection 2 has a replay editor, because when it does, I'm going to be able to turn these fights into a crazy multi-perspective, slow motion, just epic cinematic experience, and I can't wait to be able to do that. For now, I just bring you my own perspective. Ventilation power node being repaired there by a couple of Marines. Funzo repairing that with a teammate. He is low on health. He needs a med pack, and I'm telling him right now, the reason he nodded just then is I was saying over the microphone, Funzo, I've got you covered. Just concentrate on repairing that, and I'll let you know if there's a fade coming in. And that was the idea behind positioning myself behind that wall so I could put rounds into any fade that tried to attack Funzo and try to discourage that fade from going in for the kill. Now building up the extractor here in ventilation again. We need to hold this room. Really what we need is to establish a defensive line in ventilation rather than behind ventilation, and then start gradually pushing forward towards surface access. We need to not fall into the trap of being too aggressive and not holding our ground, because the aliens are just so mobile. They can move across territory incredibly quickly, capture any ground that you might abandon. And look at this, we've got enemy inside the base. I backed off, used my pistol to try and engage at range, and now I'm switching to the rifle to engage at medium range. Now, if that isn't unique in first-person shooters, I don't know what is. Instead of engaging first with the rifle and then switching to the pistol, I engaged first with the pistol, and that's definitely something you see a lot in Natural Selection 2HD, not Natural Selection 2HD, in NS2, because the pistol is not an alternate weapon, it's a unique weapon. It's a weapon with a specific purpose. It's not just something you pull out in desperation. I know I talk about that a lot, but I really like that feature. It's something unique, and it gets me excited. What can I say? This sentry gun well placed to try and protect the base from any fallout from losses at ventilation. Ventilation, of course, very vulnerable to that. It looks like we've lost any forward position now towards flight control, and we're just trying to defend Marine Start. On this side, we've got a phase gate up, but there's no alternate phase gate, so there's nowhere that's going. It's good to have it up though, because if you do have an opportunity to say move into flight control or forward of ventilation, and you've already got one phase gate down, you can drop another one very quickly, get a power pack down next to it if the power's out in the room, and then allow the Marine team to move quickly back from Marine Start to flight control or whatever other room it is and hold that ground. And what I was talking about earlier, aliens able to move very quickly and capture ground that you abandon won't be such of a problem if you can phase gate between two areas. Clown Thresh killing a Marine there in my sights. Nothing I could do to help him. A Skulk and Durs the fade on that. Oh my god, Clown Thresh coming up behind me and saving Durs from more damage, but they're trying to kill that forward armory there. Having that trail of armories is an excellent idea. Very good to do that, because while a phase gate is ideal, you have the team jumping between, say, Marine Start and flight control. The trail of armories achieves something similar, and that allows you to hold the ground you've taken. So we've got an armory there to allow us to hold the ground between Marine Start and ventilation. We used to have an armory just at the rear of ventilation to help us hold ventilation itself, and that's what you've got to do. You need to spread those armories out to allow your Marines to heal and rearm, because it's unlikely that you will have the individual resources as commander to deploy enough med packs and enough ammunition packs to keep your team supplied on the front line of the battle. And I anticipate as Natural Selection 2 evolves, that front line will become delineated by the border of the lights being out, i.e. the power node has been destroyed in a room, and the lights being on and infestation appearing and the lights being out. So what we're going to see is, you see in real-time strategy games, a lot of the time you'll be able to find the edge of map control by units patrolling and structures existing and sentry guns and static defenses. Well, in Natural Selection 2, I think we're going to find this. We'll find a room like ventilation that's got the power out, and that will mark the border of the Marine territory and the alien territory. And you can see there the infestation is creeping in there. The alien commander is extending that infestation up into ventilation, allowing you to see exactly where the battle lines are. And I think that'll assist players who've come into a game, maybe they've joined it halfway through and they're not quite sure what the map control deal is, and maybe where in Natural Selection 1 they might have pushed out too far, not realizing they were in alien territory. Now you'll be able to see, okay, the lights are out in this room, there's infestation in here, I definitely shouldn't push in here alone, that is alien territory, and it's very exciting to see that. I am now drawing to the close of part 2 of this 4-part game commentary. I will begin commentating part 3 immediately after this and start uploading this straight away. So I expect that the 4 parts will come together within about 4 hours of each other, depending on my upload speed, how my ISP is feeling this morning. A flamethrower out, that is excellent for us, trying to keep the fades on fire so they can't regenerate their adrenaline, blink around and swipe at us. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all soon for part 3 of this epic game.